Welcome all of you guys to Barca Titbits, and welcome back to the channel. It's a great feeling once again after a very long break to experience the Champions League euphoria. That excitement, the teams, the pressure, the conversations, the big stage, and of course the new players we would all love to see in this competition is here with us once more. Barcelona will be hosting Viktoria Plzen at Camp Nou today. We will be looking to get our Champions League Group C campaign off to the best possible start. Barca comes into the game off a 3-0 victory over Sevilla in La Liga on Saturday, while Plzen's most recent game saw them defeat Slovan Liberec 1-0 in the Czech Liga. Now let's take a look at all the team news, head-to-head, formations, and possible lineups. We struggled a bit in our opening La Liga match of the 2022-23 campaign. In the game with Rayo Vallecano, we were held to a goalless draw. It wasn't a really smooth start. However, we kicked back into the game with an outstanding performance in the following 3 games. The first away win against Sociedad, complete demolishing of Valladolid at Camp Nou, and the sweet victory over Sevilla. That's 3 convincing victories, scoring 11 goals and conceding only 1. With Inter Milan and Bayern Munich participating, in addition to Barcelona and Plzen. Group C is sure to be a really fascinating one. Xavi's team will now be vying to kick off their European season with a victory. And this one, I think everyone expects us to win. The last time Barca won the European Cup was 7 years ago. We failed to go past the group stage of the Champions League previous season, placing 3rd in Group E behind Bayern and Benfica. We must admit that was a really poor showing for a team like Barca, but our current squad is quite different. A competitive squad. We have a pretty competitive team here, folks. Despite our financial difficulties, we were able to sign a number of top-notch players over the summer, including Robert Lewandowski. We added Franck Kessie Christensen, Rafinha, Jules Koundé, and most recent Marcos Alonso and Hector Bellerin. These 2 I believe will not be taking part in today's match. Lewandowski is the headliner here, and you can all bear with me, he has proven his worth. He has scored 4 goals in his previous 2 games, and is undoubtedly capable of leading the team to success in Europe. Xavi's team will be attempting to extend the winning streak as we get ready to play Plzen, Cadiz, Bayern, and Elche in the next 4 games before the September international break. It's very crucial we win against Plzen here. Viktoria Plzen are the reigning champions of the Czech First League, which saw them book their spot in the second qualifying round of the 2022-23 Champions League. Michal Bilec's side have therefore already played 6 times in this season's competition, beating HJK, Sheriff Tiraspol, and Karabakh in order to secure their spot in the group stage of the tournament. Plzen will need to do something extraordinary to go on from this group, but their recent string of victories in Europe should give them reason to be confident ahead of this game. The team has also performed very well in the early going of their league campaign, picking up 16 points from 6 games, and now sits 2nd on the league table. Barcelona are in 2nd place in the La Liga standings. We got 10 points from 4 games with 11 goals. 3 convincing wins out of 4 matches and a draw. Looking at the current form of both teams, the 2 sides have an impressive start to the season. I suppose this match will be exciting. What do you think? The visitors enter this game with a winning streak of 4 games running in all competitions, including a 1-0 league victory over Slovan Liberec on Saturday. Bilec's team last competed in the Champions League group stage in 2018-19. Plzen faced Barca on 2 occasions in the Champions League. Barcelona has defeated Viktoria Plzen twice in the group stage of the 2011-12 tournament. In both of their meetings, Barca maintained an unsurprising flawless record against Plzen, beating them 2-0 at Camp Nou and a resounding 4-0 away. Viktoria Plzen have never defeated Barcelona in an official fixture, and will look to make history in this fixture. I must admit that will be a very tall order. Let's take a look at Xavi's squad list for today's game. In this particular game, Xavi is definitely going to rotate his squad. He did admit in his press conference that he's going to rotate. He said there will be rotation against Plzen. He indicated the calendar is demanding. Players have to rest. There's obviously fatigue and some discomfort, especially in the encounter against Sevilla. It was more demanding. We've got a big squad now, and we have to rotate, he said. Looking at the Champions League squad list released by Xavi, there is no Miralem Pjanic, who according to reports is currently negotiating his way out of the club. He He is gonna leave Barcelona sometime soon. As expected, there is not yet on the list Marcos Alonso and Hector Bellerin, who were just presented to the club yesterday. This is understandable. They just joined the squad, and will need some more training to be match ready and fit into Xavi's system. I believe they will be much involved in the upcoming La Liga match over the weekend. Now let's head straight to the lineup for Barcelona. There has not been much changes in the lineup for the two previous games against Valladolid and Sevilla. Xavi, of course, by this, showed he has a lot of confidence in these players, and these would be his preferred lineup as things stand. However, there's gonna be slight changes. So where are we gonna see such changes? Mark Stegen for me, and I'm sure that's gonna be. We'll be sure in the post for today's game. At the back four, I think we're gonna see Xavi make a shift at center back from the previous game. I believe Balde will be given the nod over Alba once more at left back. Koundé will stick to the right back once again, waiting for Bellerin to be ready. Christensen will come on for Eric Garcia at center back. Ronald Araujo suffered a little knock in the last game, but I think he is just fine to partner Christensen for this game. In midfield, I hope to see another slight change. Sergio Busquets, of course, will maintain his position in the central midfield. Pedri will start also in there, but it will not be surprising if Xavi decides to rest him. I sincerely think he shouldn't. On the right side of midfield, I believe Frenkie de Jong will start this time, and Gavi will get some rest. Then moving up front, I don't see any change happening here. The current players of this section are putting up a good show, and I don't think we show change that now. Of course, Dembele was not very clinical in the last game, but he certainly is our best bet right now. Ansu Fati could come on. As Xavi said in his press conference, he is ready. Rafinha was absolutely fantastic in the game against Sevilla, and also Valladolid. He will be on there at the right wing. Then Lewandowski at the center forward. Great striker with incredible capabilities. He joined Barca purposely to win the Champions League with the club. He loves and lives the Champions League, and I think he's got plenty of stuff to give out there. I'm absolutely sure we're gonna have a good game and start the Champions League on a perfect note. Bring up your predictions in the comments section as we await the game. I will see you all once again after the game right here. Until then, bye.